What's up, gorgeous people? This is Amazon's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks, and in this video, I'm going to try something that I saw on TikTok. As soon as I saw this video on TikTok, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get those. I absolutely have to try it. It was like one of those things. Literally, I finished watching the video and then I got out of TikTok to go into Amazon to buy these what's called scorch markers so that I can try to do some wood burning with them. I've always been very interested in wood burning, and I do have an actual wood burner, but I've never used it for actual wood burning. Isn't that funny? I've used it for all kinds of various other kinds of crafting, but I've never actually used it for wood burning. And it's actually kind of hard to do wood burning, the traditional way. And I'm not knocking the way that people do that. They have a very awesome talent if they can use a regular wood burner. This just makes it very much easier for you to do. So as soon as I saw this video, I was like, yes, I have to try it. So that's what we're going to be working with today. I have mainly fall crafts, but I'm also going to throw in a little bit of a Christmas craft in there as well. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. Okay guys, for these first 3 DIYs, I'll be using a wood circle, a stencil, my heat tool, and these scorch markers that I bought from Amazon. I saw this technique on TikTok and I just absolutely could not wait to try it. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to first take my scorch marker and shake it up, and they say to press it on a paper towel. Now, I've already done this, so mine's coming out right away, but it takes a little while, so just keep working it until you see some liquid come out. Then it has this other side where it has like a foam brush on the end, so you can decide which side works best for you. The first thing I want to do is center my stencil on this circle to the best of my ability, so that's what I'm trying to do here. So I ended up playing around with this for quite a while, and then finally I was like, Amber, why don't you just get your painter's tape it down, and then measure and make sure that it's in place while the tape is on so that it's not moving all over the place. I don't know, guys. I am just struggling lately trying to get these things done, and I'm doing them very late, and I'm very tired, and I don't always think properly. So then I'm going to take my scorch marker and I'm just going to color in the stencil all the way around with the scorch marker.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my
Okay guys, I'm almost done coloring this in here, and I had no idea. You're going to see in the next clip when I take the stencil off, I thought I was done coloring this completely in, and I missed an entire section of the pumpkin there on the right, and I did not even notice it. I just kept on going. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is take your heat tool, and then you're going to put it as close as you can to the surface here so that you can burn that stencil that you just put on with your scorch marker into place.
love a little louder. Love a little louder. We went to a small bar with neon lights. Talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me.
Okay, after I was done, I noticed I missed a few spots, but not that great big section, but I did notice I missed a few spots, so I went ahead and colored that in with a scorch marker and then went back over it with the heat tool. It looked okay, but honestly, I wish I would have just left it alone. I think it would have been better. After I did all of that, I'm going to go ahead and seal this all into place with this Rust-Oleum clear top coat, and then I'm going to just add some embellishments. So I already made this bow. I'll have a bow making video coming up around Christmas time, most likely. I'm going to add a whole bunch of hot glue on the back of the bow here, and I'm going to place it at the top part of this, what do you want to call this? Fall decoration? It's not a wreath, so you really can't call it a wreath, but nonetheless, I'm going to place it at the top. Then I'm going to pull the tails up so that you can see the image a little bit better. After I get the bow into place, I go ahead and add a few more embellishments, and then I think this turned out cute, but honestly, I wish I had placed the image, the stencil, a little bit further down so that there wasn't so much empty space at the bottom. You're going to see in the final clip, but it turned out okay.
Love out loud. Love out loud. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little.
Okay, so that last one was my first attempt. So my second attempt, I did place this stencil a little bit further down, and I did the exact same process, tried to center it in the circle. Then I'm just going to color the stencil in, the entire thing this time. And after I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. And then as you can see, it looks like I got pretty much everything pretty good. So then I'm going to go ahead and take my heat tool, heat everything up, make the magic happen, add my embellishments, and then this one is ready to roll.
Looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious. Building up an illusion of a world full of trust. Moving on.
Okay, for my third and final attempt on these circle ones, I have this awesome Grinch one. Now, this one filled up almost the entire stencil, and this is the way that I wish that the other two looked. So obviously, I repeated the exact same process, took my little stencil off here, but after I took my stencil off, I noticed some of the letters didn't come out the way that they should. So I put the stencil back on right away, and then I went back over it with the scorch marker before I did any of the heating up and all of that stuff, because I just wasn't happy right from the get-go from the way that the word night was looking. So I went back over it with the scorch marker, then took it off, and I was happy with it. So then I go ahead and proceed to do the exact same steps, guys. I'm just going to take my heat tool, heat this up, make the magic happen.
Find the words, how can I be sure I'm holding on when everything's gone? I've gotta be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough.
Okay, guys, I just want to note on this one that after I was done heating everything up, I didn't like how the letters had those little spaces from the stencil. So I went ahead and went in and colored it in with a scorch marker and then heated everything back up. And I was much happier with it after I did that. Okay, here I wanted to show you how I added the hanging thing to these pieces of decor, I guess you can call them. Anyways, I took the piece that already had the tape on it and I fed it through, and then I tied it into 3 knots, but I'm sure 2 would be more than sufficient, but I always go that little extra mile. After I did that, I just wrapped it around to what I thought was a good distance, and then I just cut a little bit extra off, added some tape to this end so that I could easily feed it through the little circle, tied it again into 3 knots because I just like that extra knot. I don't know why. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut off my excess. After I do that, this one is ready to roll after I add all of the embellishments, of course.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh, baby, yeah. There was a
Okay, for this last DIY, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm taking this lard pumpkin wood piece that I got from Family Dollar for $3. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the hanger thing because I'm not going to use it like that. And then I'm going to fill in the hole with this wood putty.
down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go.
Okay, so now that I did all that, I'm going to take my scorch marker, and then I just thought I would just add some more lines to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm just going to go through, same process, guys, just add some random lines to this pumpkin. Then I'm going to take my heat tool, and I'm going to heat everything up to make the magic happen.
I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh, na, na, na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving.
So after I did all that, I decided that I wanted to color in the stem as well. So I just took my scorch marker, colored in that stem, and then I'm going to heat it up and again, make the magic happen.
Just thought I should let you know, yeah, now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low, that's when I loved you the most. Now I thought
Okay, after I heated it up, I realized that it did not heat up the little hole part where I put in the wood putty. So I'm going to go ahead and just color the whole thing over with a little bit of acrylic paint because I just wasn't happy with the way that that looked. Okay, now that I'm happy with the way the stem looks, I'm going to take this orange acrylic paint and I'm going to paint the opposite side orange because I wanted to make it two-sided just to give me some options, you know, whether I want the natural side or if I want the painted side.
Going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. But now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take this bucket that I got from the Dollar Tree and I just added 2 pieces of foam and I made sure the 2 pieces of foam were in there super snug so that I could put this wood piece in between them and that thing isn't going anywhere. I don't need glue or anything. It's pretty awesome. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this garland that I got from Family Dollar for $5 and I'm just going to take that little circle part that's at the end there and I'm just going to hook it onto the stem and then I'm just going to wrap this all the way around to the bottom. Okay, once I got to the bottom, I just tucked everything in, and now I'm going to just use some leaves and some other flowers to cover up all of the foam that you can see there. Now, I'm showing you these loose leaves here, but I actually ended up adding some floral pieces that I could poke into the foam, which I thought was a lot easier. After I did that, this DIY is done, and bum-ba-da-bum, here it is. You guys are going to have to let me know which side you like the best. Do you like the more colorful side, or do you like the natural side? I don't know about you guys, but I love this technique. I love this scorch marker thing. I'm probably going to do a lot more DIYs with it, but I'm just hoping I can perfect it and make them look a lot better. That's all I got for you guys in this video. I promise I will try to get myself back on track and have more DIYs for you next week. Until then, bye! What's up, gorgeous people? This is Amazon's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks, and in this video, I am going to work with something. Yeah, I'm starting off wrong because I'm so tired. All right. My name is Amber Meeks, and in this video, I'm going to try something that I saw on TikTok, right? You guys ever see all these things on TikTok, maybe on YouTube, various different social media places? And, okay, hold on.